Hello everybody, welcome back to BallySpring on this beautiful June morning. It's not even 5 AM and look at that. What's the temperature saying? Should we have a quick gander? It's already 24 degrees. This is a heat wave, no mistaken. Today, the first part of the morning, I'm going to be testing out 3 different tedders slash hay bobs. Now, I've used at least one of these before. I can't remember which one was best value for money. So, testing away. We're going to find out which one is the best at this. I've roughly managed to get, this is a bit of a pig's ear on this. It's not too bad, I suppose. A lot of it was done in the early hours of the morning and last night when it was dark. Well, no, I didn't finish. The last silage baling didn't get finished till about 2 in the morning, so by the time I've not slept, basically I've gone straight through. Second part, I'm off to the farm auction because I've been tipped a wink of something that should be there. We might be able to pick up quite cheap, and it's rather an interesting item. Yeah, that's all I'll let you know at the minute. Keep you in on your tenterhooks on it. Right, first one we're checking. Ooh, this needs a bit of work on it. Into the matty. This won't take too long, to be fair, because it's a tiny. Well, let me run through which ones we're looking at, shall we? Teddingtons. First one we're going to check is the cheapest, which is the Z229. Second one we'll go to the Z525, and then that looks a little bit newer, but I checked, it's not that new. It is, however, massively more. It's like 3 times the weight of the others, which is interesting. Oh, which one was that? 525. Is that the cheapest? It would help if it is. It's not the cheapest. So we start with this one. We'll start with the cheapest. The Z229 from the familiar brand that we all know, Lizard. To get an early start because we've got to get all the way over to the farm auction, and it's quite a distance. Right, it's not too far, to be fair. It's just if we purchase what I think we're going to purchase, don't you give me this. So the thing for this is these should ted in right, see straight away that's not working, that's rubbish. So it should be keeping it in swath. So you can take this one and immediately mark it as a fail. It's very nice of this local farmer to allow us to use his field for this testing. Let's record. So that was, the first one was nice and quick, wasn't it? Oh, we're into £6,000 now. 6 of your English pounds, your European we go outside one, haven't we? In case this makes a pig's ear of it as well. Actually, let's go this way. I've got a feeling the hay bob. One of them definitely worked pretty well, I'm sure of it. For me, it looks good. I love the animation of that, but that's more dog bob than hay bob. This is going to be done really quick. Tell you what. Link them up, ready to go back to the store. There is another one, but I'm sure it's way more modern than the idea of these old things. Now this has got catches on the back, same principle, same old style, old school thing. It just looks a little bit more cleaner, doesn't it, really? I'll just check, see if there's any unfold. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That's what I'm talking about. This was what I was talking about. Bring it up, the arms are catching it and then just stopping it from flicking out to keep it swathable and bailable. Now if we unfold it, what happens? Not too much. I wouldn't certainly wouldn't complain about that. That's knee bother for me. these are the ones that made a bit of a mess, aren't they? So they're a definite no-no. That can save us a bit of space. Once we're out of these trees in the centre, we'll get a much better view of how this is working. £6,000 does the job really well. I think this is I think we've got a clear winner here. I don't know about you guys, but be nice if we can get one of these down at the auction. Now, before we go, what do we need to do? We're going to have to get all of these bales loaded up and dropped off. This is hay, so should we keep any hay? I mean, we don't need to, do we? Because we've got grass. As I speak, today is the day, as I'm recording, the not platinum, premium Zlonica map is out with the new crops of beetroot, parsnips and carrots, which I'm very enthusiastic to try. Trouble we've got is none of them are retro, are they? I don't think there's no equipment for us to say, right, that's hopefully the beautiful team of modders that are in the community. It won't be too long before somebody's knocking out a vintage carrot harvester. And I'm sure there are some great ones. Whether we have to wait a while for them to come to console or not, I would imagine we do. But and then also the build a farm or buy a farm thing. I'm sort of sitting on the side of building a farm here. Again, I'm still eager for your guys' input if you've got any opinions on it. Possibly end up with Court Farms. I'll possibly go down the route of buying up farmland there, and that's got me thinking maybe I should have brought a trailer, shouldn't I? That's got me thinking maybe I should maybe we should just build one for here. Oh, this is the baler that we went with. I forgot to mention, we bought it, it's ours. Lovely stuff. Once we've got a teddy, we are literally a one-stop shop for all things baling. This might have a bit of a issue with the edges there, and I've took the windrower back, so I might have to go and get the windrower again, but I've got to drop those bits off anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. I will this is going to be a bit of a pain, isn't it? I'll carry on with this, get this sorted out, and then I'll give you a bit of a speeded up of me loading up the trailer. Just I'm sure there are people that think that's an auto load, but it's not. I'm doing it myself and it takes a long time. I actually quite enjoy it though. Bit of a sicko like that. I enjoy stacking things up in that way, like that. Those boring menial tasks. Going on with this, you can cut it but you can't pick it up. Unbelievable, Jeff. Right, I'll come back to you shortly. Alrighty. So, don't turn. Oof. This is going to the mart. And then we better head off over to the auction. I'm going with one of the local farmers because he's told us about the item which he says might make our new little industry a bit better. We'll see how much we can get it for, what prices. Get out of here, crow. I am quite considering this. We could build a farm off here plus what we've got, but then we could do with fields as well. Or do we just get a big old mortgage and just buy a full-on farm? I'll have to have a drive around the other farms to have a look to get a bit of inspiration. I think it's here that we're dropping off. We're going to lose all of this, but we don't need any yet. Oh wow. We won't get a lot of money, but didn't need many of those bales at all. Right. Should I take this with me? I might have to drop it at his farm, but let's go and pick him up. Well, we'll go in his car, I think, and I'll see you later on today. Around about lunchtime, I'm hoping to be back, but might be earlier. You never know. It's a decent sized yard for us. Who's that? Buffer. Quick look. The only problem is can you remove? I think it comes with that field. It's beautifully flat. We'd have to do something with that. Anywho, food for thought. We've not got anywhere near the money for that sort of thing anyway. Right, I'll catch you up in a wee while. Okay. We've had a purchase. Luckily, my old mate, he was going to get some big equipment and I took his lorry and trailer, so he was able to put ours on the back, so we've dropped it off here and then gone round to pick it up. Need to move some of these things out of the way. I think we're going to have to we need to get a shed at least. I think maybe building our own farm is a good idea, but we're going to need a shed anyway. 1985. The John Deere 300 twin knife. It's a bit of a clean up. but we've got a mower. Its own independent mower. Cost us about 20 grand. Looking at the money. Got a radio, I'm not sure. Yeah, there would have been a little dial radio. Should be a bit of a zero turn. Oh yeah. Look at that. So, and what I have just sorted out is picked us up another contract. I can't remember if it's silage or hay, but has this got a beacon? We'll need that. Bit wide, I'll give you that, granted. Bit of poke in it though. He said there was a self-propelled mower that he knew was coming up. I didn't realise it would be anything like this, so I thought it's probably not as wide as what we've got as a mowing setup. However, I've got a feeling this potentially could make things quicker. As it should cut in swathes. So the hay bob, which I have bought, I found a version of that that's already been dropped off on the way back. I've also made an application in for some planning permission to put some barn space up. Even if it's just for the meantime while we decide whether it's worth taking on a mortgage to get a farm, or we still need space to put all our equipment. And there is a little bit of flat land around there. It means losing farmland, but we can look at getting farmland and buying more anyway, can't we? Maybe looking at that spot where the sell everything is. Probably means getting rid of the sell everything though. No, we'll have a look. We could do with, I mean, obviously we're doing, I know there's a lot of grass work at the minute coming up. However, next month we'll be moving towards harvest season, so we'll probably be looking at leasing a harvester for that. This is the field that we've got. I ran over and had a word with him. We can't get in there though. Interesting. How do we get in? What sort of lights have we got on this? Just from... It's not too bad on these roads really. Goggles up here. Oh yeah, look at that. Ah, might have made a massive mistake. Oh yeah, fighter. Okay. Luckily these gates don't have collisions on them. Looks like that's enough of a swath for us. I mean, oh come on, you're going so well. What's happening now? Okay, maybe having a... Was that because the ground was a little bit bumpy? We'll find out when we're doing our field. Do a Clarkson. Yeah, so is this quicker? Wait up, wait up, wait up. What's going on? Why is it lifting its front end up? Not liking... I suppose the modern versions in it have got more work on the undulations. Hold on, it. We did have an option to put weights on it. Let me put some weights on it. Right, weights on the back now. Right, let's test where it had these issues. Still lifts it slightly off the ground when it's... might not have made any difference. Yeah. I suppose the biggest test is going to be when we're doing our field. But yeah, in one hand, what shape is this field? What's the best way to do it? Bring it up and down. On one hand we've got a smaller cutting area than what we've already got set up. On the other side of it, we don't have to windrow. It doesn't take very long. I have paid for. We've got 2 windrows now because I paid for that big one as well. This sort of control is what I wanted it for. It's not too bad. It's doing its job. Again, where we're going to store it is a question. We're going to have a look at barns, aren't we? I feel like for now, because we're just not making the money to be buying a farm yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can do grass contracts for days now because we've got everything. We've got a wrapper, baler, tedder, windrower, mower, 2 mowers. So it's definitely something we can do. Potentially even take somebody on just to run this, because then we just need to come around and bale it, don't we, afterwards? So it's probably worth keeping hold of just for putting a member of staff on. We could actually take on staff. That is a good idea. The turning circle makes it great for small fields like this. And then storage. I'm going to have a look at what we can get. There are always farmers with sheds and things that you can pick up as long as you go and take them down yourself, and we can put them up sort of second-hand sheds on the cheap. Technically we knocked down 2 permanent buildings, so we should be fine to put more buildings up, and temporary structures we can get away with anyway for agriculture, so it shouldn't be too big a problem. It all depends on the monies at the minute, and then obviously I'm thinking we're going to be pretty busy with harvesting coming up, and again that brings its own set of challenges because we'll be needing places to store leftover produce, at least finding things to do with it. I would like to get a bit of farmland as well, so we've got our own fields to harvest. I suppose we'll just have to see what happens. What are the priorities? We're going to need to rent a harvester from, let's have a quick look. What's the window say? Yeah, July. We'll be moving into harvest season, hopefully. Which is next episode, I would have thought. Maybe have a we may see about putting some building work in before then. Doing a little something maybe. Whatever, the next episode will not be, I better not say it, I was going to say not involve grass harvesting, but never say never. Unfortunately, if it does bore you, that is the map. It's a lot of grass fields. Yeah, this is not without its issues, I will be honest. It's perfect on the flat. But then so is cutting and windrowing yourself on the flat. Let's give it a bit of this action as well. We're pretty much coming towards the end of this episode, so you know what's coming. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please drop us a like. Yet another testing video. Interestingly, testing whilst role playing. It's, you know, I thought it was best to run it by, let you guys see where my thought process goes while I'm doing it. But if you have liked the video, please drop us a like. If you've not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It all helps the channel out and gives me a bit of direction as to where you want to go. Also, if you want me to go anywhere specifically, or any questions you've got, any ideas you got, maybe you think we should just go for a mortgage and buy land, maybe you think we should definitely build our own, pop it in the comments section below. Have I not missed anything there? How unlike me. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now. I'll be finished here before lunchtime this week. Excellent.